right, Ron Goodall from FightHype.com. I'm here with my man, Andres Cortes. How's it going?
Great. How about you?
Great, man. You know, every time I come in the gym, you always stay working, you know, always hitting the bag, always in the ring, you know, always getting down on sparring.
Yeah.
So, not revealing dates or anything, but is there any kind of like potential upcoming fight news that we might be seeing soon?
Hopefully July 29th here at the Palms. It's not official yet, but that's what we're looking at.
Okay. And then potentially may know the opponent, may not, or just kind of...
As of right now, I don't know.
Now, mentioning of you know, potential opponents and things like that, something did happen officially over Saturday, and I just wanted to get your thoughts because you definitely got to be in the ring, spar with Devin Haney, so you know, like 50%. And so Devin fought Lomachenko, big controversial kind of things. What's your thoughts on that?
I thought it was a really close fight. I heard Lomachenko had to go to the doctor after the fight due to his liver.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so he was taking some good shots. So that tells you a little bit, and obviously you saw his face. He was marked up. So I think the people saying that controversial decision, I think that's more of like people just wanted to see Devin lose.
Yeah. Because
it was a really close fight. I think realistically, you know, the 116 was a little far off, but you know, the other two judges, I think they had it right.
So like the 115, 113.
Yeah, I think they had it right.
Did you lean in favor like Haney a little bit more, or you could see a draw, or either or by a round?
To be honest, I was there in person, so it was hard to really see what was happening like closely. But I mean, the crowd's reaction, you know, was influencing me thinking Loma was doing a little more than he was. But I mean, like I said, I couldn't really see the fight clearly, like if I was on TV. So, my opinion, you know, they got it right.
Yeah. You know, and you mentioned the little insight that Lomachenko had to go to the hospital because of the body shot.
Yeah.
You know, Roy Jones was telling me yesterday that the headshots can be very like convincing when someone's head goes back, but the body shots, even though sometimes they don't wince or how, like when you score body shots and headshots, what do you look for to go that person effectively won, regardless of what, you know, other people might think?
I mean, if I was judging a fight, I would just do who's really more damaging. Like I said, if Lomachenko had to go to the doctor after the fight, you know, and I'm sure Devin Haney could do whatever he wanted after that fight. I would say the more damaged fighter was Lomachenko. You could see it by his face. And yes, you know, he fought a really good fight, but I don't know. I think they got it right.
Okay. You know, seeing the fact that a lot of people are going to be warranting a rematch and things like that, but you know, would you want to see Devin move on from that and fight someone else?
I mean, that's really on him. That'd be a great fight. I think it would sell. Obviously, I think the whole world would want to see it again. I would, but I mean, there's bigger fights too. Like if he fought Tank, you know, I think we would prefer to see him fight Tank than Lomachenko or even Shakur, you know.
Now I gotta ask because I started off by saying you sparred, you know, Devin. You've also sparred Tank. You sparred Tank multiple times, I believe, even in front of Floyd Mayweather. So just, I know that was years ago, and you changed, they changed, everyone's changed and developed. But at that little, you know, curiosity in my head, I gotta ask someone who actually, you know, how do you think that fight plays out? You don't have to have a winner, but just overall, what's your thoughts if they did fight, just seeing what you see now?
It's definitely a 50-50 fight, but I don't think Tank hit hard.
You said what?
I don't think Tank hit hard.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
so you really gonna get a lot of people into. So why do you think Tank does not? Because you're a 130 pounder.
Yeah.
So at that point,
I don't know. I've been hit by him. I don't think he hits hard. So I think it's a 50-50 fight.
Is it potentially because you haven't got hit completely flush, or it just?
I got hit flush. I just think he don't hit hard. Like, that's what I think.
I mean, or like, you know, because everyone always says this guy hit, so I'm just trying to just process.
I think like a lot of people saying that haven't been hit by him, so I've been hit by him.
Fair. Well, seeing the fact, you know, between Devin and Tank, if Tank is at a 1 through 10, what would you rate the?
I think they have the same power.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. so why do you think people say Devin doesn't have the power? That seems that Tank is the bigger puncher.
I just think Devin's game plan is different than Tank's game plan. You know, Tank's game plan obviously break you down, get you out late. Devin just you know, box and he kind of switched it up for this fight, which you know, I think he really thought he was going to be able to walk him down, which I think that got a little, you know, sticky for him. But yeah, they hit the same.
You know, I think one thing that people mentioned that Devin may have looked a little, you know, the experience of having a big fight, maybe a little timid or the start. Tank's been in these type of fights, you know, and he probably started timid too.
Yeah.
You think when they come together, because there's a little bad blood, you think there's going to be just more of a bad blood versus I don't even care what the crowd thinks?
I think at this point, you know, them having those two level of fights, and obviously Devin fighting Kambosos twice in this one, and you know, Tank fighting Ryan, which is like a mega fight. I think all that goes away. I don't really think that favors anybody, other than like a hometown crowd. But I think they're already up there. You know, they already know what to expect. They know the feeling. So I think that's all what it comes down to is that feeling of the people.
Now, you know, the fact that you did 2 out of the you sparred with 2 out of 3, and almost, maybe potentially, almost was able to spar the third one, Shakur. How does Shakur fit, and how would we do against Tank and Devin?
Honestly, I think I would like to see him beat some big names like Kambosos and really see how he does. I mean, I think he's definitely up there. Like I think him and you know he mixes in just good as anybody else. But I don't know. I definitely don't have none of them knocking each other out.
Really? Damn. You must have like the most gangster like grill.
That's
you know
what I think.
And I know you got love for both. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You and Chico, so this is no like personal, but
I mean too at high level fights. I mean, you know, that's just what it is too. Like you know, high level fights. You know, they're gonna be playing chess. I don't really think. I just don't see it happening.
If you would just kind of like just highlight the best attribute between each guy. I know, like I mentioned, you didn't get a chance to spar with Shakur, but just watching, what would you say, like, if you would say Devin's best attribute, Tank's, and Shakur, just watching, like, they're...
I think, you know, Shakur, he has really good distance, so distance control, and I think, you know, that's one of, like, the best like attributes you can have in boxing is keeping your distance. And then Devin, obviously the same. You know, his speed, and Tank is just so
I was gonna say power, but you told me no, it's not.
Well, he's like elusive, you know, you can't really see him, so when he hits you, you don't see the shot coming. So his elusiveness, and you know, he's really a true athlete.
So when you know, because I'm still gonna stick with the power thing. I want to understand more without getting punched. Yeah. Do you think that when you described it perfectly, like you don't see it coming, he's elusive? Do you think they always, when they make that saying, the shot that you don't see hurts the most? Is that really probably, he's really good at getting the shot you don't see? Is that?
I mean, his counter shots, you know, are obviously on point, like how he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. You know, all these guys, Ryan, like, you really just don't see that shot. So that's really what it is. I don't think it's like, he's a big guy and he's coming in with, you know, a lot of force. I think it's more of he knows where to hit you and put you out.
Would you be surprised if Devin was able to stop Tank? Because I know the public and the fans would go and assume Tank would knock out Devin and Devin will win a 12-round decision.
Honestly, I don't think so. I think it'd be more of like I said, like a chess match. I don't really see a
knockout.
Nah.
Okay. Well, outside of the fight, you know what I mean. Hopefully, we could get to see those guys.
Yeah.
Lomachenko might maybe come down to your weight class at 130. I mean, I know that you're looking for an opponent. Would a showdown between you and Lomachenko be something you would be interested at 130?
Yeah, I think for me that's an easy fight. I mean, Salido, you remember Salido, right?
Yeah.
I ran through him. I think I did that, but worse. You know?
So, I mean, you know, because he's fighting bigger guys, so everyone says, you know, 130 might be the weight class he really shines at, but you're there, so.
I mean, yeah, like I said, it will be a Salido part 2.
You know, and lastly, rounding about this, I know that you've been really vocal about wanting Oscar Valdez. and Navarrete. You know, they've had performances recently, and Oscar had one as well Saturday. What do you think about his performance with his rematch with Blue Nose?
Honestly, it's just what I expected. I mean, I don't see nothing like too dangerous or you know, too good. I think his whole career has been kind of cherry picked. To be honest, I think you know, he has a patent record, and I'm willing to go in there and prove that. And he's denied me twice, so there's a reason why he don't want to fight me.
Did he deny you for this particular fight to be made?
Yeah. It was supposed to be me and him, and that was me coming off of my fight, and I said yes right away. I ain't need no recovery time or nothing.
So for this fight, he had an option between you and Blue Nose, and he chose Blue Nose opposed to you.
Yeah. I don't think that I'm not sure, but I don't know if they really people really wanted to see the Blue Nose. I think they would have rather had seen me and him. But like I said, I mean, it's whatever. It feels like I'm just chasing them down at this point. Like I'm hunting them down. Hopefully that fight happens. You know, as of right now, all I know is that he's scared. So.
Do you think that, you know, based off the damages he took and things like that, he's at a point now in his career that he wants to take calculated risks opposed to actually fight a young up-and-coming guy like yourself?
You know, I really don't know, because he says he wants to be the best, so you got to fight the best. That's like me. I want to fight the best. I don't want the easy fights. I want the hardest fights. So I think he says that he wants the same, but I mean, him picking the Blue Nose coming off of a loss, then fighting an undefeated fighter, it tells me a lot.
Well, of course, before I let you go, it seems like Oscar's going to be lined up fighting Navarrete, and I'm sure you want the winner of that after you know, your potential fight coming up. Who do you think wins that fight and why?
I think it's a 50-50 because to me, honestly, Navarrete didn't look that good at 130, and Valdez didn't look that good coming back. So it's a 50-50 fight. I think they both have a lot of holes, and I think whoever wins, I mean, I'll take the winner or loser. Just whoever wants to fight. It really doesn't matter, but yeah, I think I'm gonna be the one to expose all those holes.
And between the two, who do you think punches harder? Because clearly, this power thing's still tripping. Because they obviously. Honestly,
I think Navarrete, because he really gets some of those people. Like he puts combos, and I'm assuming he has bricks in him. So.
Well, I appreciate you breaking down all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff to digest in there. So, where can they follow you if they want more?
Andres Cortes 97 on Instagram.
Awesome, appreciate it, champ.
Thank you.